Welcome back to another player build, y'all. Today we have one of the best goalies in the league right now, and that is, of course, Linus Ullmark. Let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into how to make this build for y'all. Let's get into it. Now, for Ullmark's archetype, the one that I decided to go with is a hybrid goaltender because, I mean, stand-up goaltenders don't really exist anymore nowadays, and I mean, butterfly goalies do. They're just not really as prevalent. Most goalies are really kind of hybrid goaltenders nowadays, so that is what we decided to make Ullmark. He is 6'4", 215 pounds, which is his actual listed height and weight on the NHL website. He does, of course, catch left-handed, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. First, for your low attributes, we're just going to simply add 4 to your 5-hole because, I mean, Ullmark has a really good glove, and he also is really good at covering his 5-hole, so I wanted to kind of credit that and get these attributes as well-rounded as I could, and of course, we could not use those additional extra 10 skill points, so we just kind of had to leave them there as extra. Next, for Ullmark's hands attributes, we're just going to simply add 2 to glove high, 2 to stick high, then take 2 off passing as well. After that, for your quickness attributes, we're just going to simply add 3 to speed, add 3 to agility, add 2 to your endurance, then just take 3 off poke check because, I mean, Linus Ullmark, he is just not really known for his poke checking ability, so we didn't really need to credit that as much. And finally, for Ullmark's positioning attributes, we're just going to simply add 1 to rebound control, 1 to vision, and 1 to recover. Reason being is I just simply wanted to get all these attributes as close to 90 as possible. I added 1 to recover as well because Linus Ullmark is just an incredible goaltender when it comes to recovery. He'll save a shot and then quickly recover to save a rebound, and it is just remarkable, so I wanted to be able to highlight that a little bit as well, so we did add 1 to recover. Now, going back to abilities, for Linus Ullmark's zone ability, you could of course give him a few of these different abilities and it would of course be justifiable. However, the one that we decided to go with was instincts. Reason being is because Linus Ullmark really does have one of the best, if not the best, instincts out of probably most, if any, goaltender in the league. He is absolutely incredible. Stuff you wouldn't even expect a goalie to see. He just kind of can feel out the backdoor pass that he knows is there, anticipate it, and still be able to get there and make the save. So I did give him instincts as his zone ability. Next, for superstar abilities, for his first one, like I said with the zone abilities, there's multiple different abilities that you could give like most of these players, and it would be justifiable. However, for his first one, I decided to go with light work. He has one of the best gloves in the league. He is just absolutely remarkable when it comes to his catcher. Then for his other ability, we just decided to go with last stand because he is absolutely remarkable at stopping breakaways, penalty shots, all that good stuff as well. And finally, for Linus Ullmark's boost, we're actually going to be going to the positioning category for both of these boosts. For his first one, we're going to be giving him scramble rebound just to add 2 to his rebound control. As you see, that bumps him up to 91. Then for his second one, like I said, we're going right back to positioning, and we're actually going to add stick vision because, as you see now, like I mentioned before, I wanted to get this positioning category as close to or as high as I possibly could, all kind of well-rounded around 90. I got it to pretty much all 91, and as you see, of course, 92 for recover, and I felt like that was more than accurate for Linus Ullmark. And this is how we recreated Linus Ullmark right here in EASHL. Let's hop right into game 1 for y'all and show y'all what this build can do. Let's get right into it for y'all. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 1 with one of my favorite goalies in the league, and my goodness, these colors are freaking terrible off rip, let me tell y'all. But of course, we are rocking with the Linus Ullmark build, and you already know I'm gonna just address in the beginning, even though he of course doesn't have one this year, he did score that goalie goal. So if any goalie scores a goalie goal for any of these builds, you know we got to go for it. We are going to be going for a goalie goal in this video. Good poke. Another big save by Ullmark there we go. Oh shit. Okay, another big save by Ullmark. Not a great turnover, but luckily Ullmark was ready for that one, kinda. Oh, another one. I almost bit a little bit to the other side there. Almost, but I just managed to stay home. Now, Ullmark in this sense, of course, we're not off to the hottest start this year, but as of late, and especially Ullmark, he has been playing extremely well as of late. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him in the Four Nations face-off because he was injured. It would have been really cool to see him on Team Sweden to see how much different they would have potentially fared. maybe they would have ended up making it to that finals game. Maybe not still. Maybe the results would have been the same. Unfortunately, we will not know, though. But one thing is for certain, if he stays healthy for the Sens the rest of the year, which of course I'm sure is his ultimate goal because he wants to get a Stanley Cup, and I mean, if he stays healthy, the Sens keep playing the way that they are, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're maybe contenders, but they could be somebody's sleeper pick for sure. All right, here we go. Let's go. Need a big save out of here, Ullmark. Let's go, baby. We are locking it down. Here we are, fellas. Hop into the second period, and I just got to really apologize to my Boston Bruins supporters out there because this was completely unintentional. I promise y'all. I just kind of happened to pick these players, went through the list of players that y'all comment and everything, and I just so happened to want to make a goalie poll this week, and for last week, of course, we had to do for free agency. But it just so happens that back-to-back weeks, we happen to get players that are just absolutely heartbreaking and probably bringing up some PTSD and just some tears for y'all. So I really do apologize for that, Boston fans. Like I said, this was not intentional. I promise y'all that. Let's go. Oh, I tried to take him out. I kind of tripped him up a little bit for a second. Maybe slowed him down at least. Let's go. Okay, great play. Great play. That's huge. We really needed that one. No, I got interfered with. Let's go. I tried to slide and it wasn't letting me. I was really kind of wondering what was going on there. Yeah, look, I'm trying to slide, bro, and it's just not letting me. Let's go. Great call, ref. Great call, ref. Here we are, fellas, hopping into the third period where I think we maybe faced one shot last period. And, of course, shout out to the boys playing phenomenal defense last period because that's definitely a big part of the reason why we didn't. But also another big part of the reason is they were just looking for the passes a lot. Let's go. Big save in the 2-0 there from Ullmark. They were looking for the passes a lot. Right there, I really had a good feeling that he was going to look for the pass again because they've just been looking for it so much this game already. But we are absolutely tearing it up right now. Hopefully, we're able to keep it going. Maybe get a couple goalie goal attempts in. Listen, I'll be completely real with y'all. If y'all saw the Ullmark build a couple of years ago, I was not subtle about this. If you literally look at the clip, if y'all saw that video, you could tell it was not a legit goalie goal for that one. I think the dudes had messaged me that they liked the content, and I was just like, oh, well, you want to help me out with with an Ullmark build real quick? Just let me shoot one in the net. You can literally see everybody standing off to the side like it was a red carpet. I did not try and hide that whatsoever. But moral of the story, if I don't get a goalie goal, it's not the end of the world. I just need to at least get a couple attempts in here for sure. There's the shot. Get a couple more for me. Let's go. Okay. That works. That works. Don't matter how. It does not matter how. But if I could somehow hit my first ever Michigan on a righty with the Bedard build, then if I could somehow manage to score my first ever goalie goal with this Ullmark build, that would just be absolutely insane. No, sir. Let's go, baby. Huge saves. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scary. I want to go for some attempts, but I also don't want to ruin it. And I also don't want to say it because I don't want to ruin it. Oh, send it. Oh, damn. Imagine if I get a goalie goal scored on me. That would be embarrassing. Oh, my gosh. I thought that was about to go in. Come on. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We complete the shutout, fellas. I mean, you want to talk about an incredible game. It is not going to get much better than that. You see, we had 12 saves, a 1,000 save percentage on the Linus Ullmark build. We did, of course, complete the shutout. So I didn't really focus as much on the goalie goal as I wanted to. I did get one attempt. It wasn't the greatest one, but I really, of course, was kind of more focused on preserving that shutout there. So let's hop right into this second game where we will hopefully be able to get a goalie goal. If we could get another shutout, that'd be phenomenal. But our main focus is going to be that goalie goal and, of course, making some huge saves with this Ullmark build. Let's hop right into game 2 for y'all. Let's get into it. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 2, where it is definitely going to be extremely hard to follow up that first one. But we are going to do our absolute best. Of course, we are more going to be focusing on trying to go for a goalie goal. I mean, if I have a shutout and I have a chance for a goalie goal in this one, I'm definitely going to take it, like right here. Okay, nope, never mind. Sorry. I apologize. That was a terrible shot, terrible play. Oh, almost got an apple though, low-key. Yup. Big save. Big save. I think low-key my teammate might have gotten a stick on that. Big save again. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Read that one like a book, man. And that one. Let's go, Ullmark. Making some huge saves right now for the boys. Now, at the time of making this video, the Ottawa Senators currently sit in the top Eastern wildcard spot, and they sit 6 points out of the third Atlantic spot. Actually, the third and the second, because as of right now, the Lightning and the Leafs are tied with 83 points, and the Senators currently have 77. But regardless, I truthfully think that the Sens are going to finish a wild card team, and I think they're going to finish right where they're at now, the top wild card spot in the East. I think that's more than realistic, and I think that is definitely more than realistic for them to go on a run from that spot because, I mean, even if they just sneak into the playoffs, the Sens are going to be a sneaky team that nobody is going to want to see, that's for sure. Here we are, fellas, hopping into the second period. And of course, Linus Ullmark has been an absolute beast for quite some time now, winning a Vezina in the 2022-2023 season where Boston, of course, went on their historic run, the best season in NHL history, regular season, of course, because, sorry, Boston fans, I'm not even going to talk about the playoffs. I'm not going to open any more wounds for y'all in this video and the Marchand video than I already have. But not only did he win the Vezina, but he did, of course, win the William Jennings Trophy as well, which means he was the goalie who was allowing, I believe it's the least goals allowed or something along those lines per game. So, I mean, that season he was just absolutely remarkable, and he continues to just be that, exactly that. The fact that Ullmark was a 6th round pick, knowing what we know now, and of course seeing him play the way that we've seen him play, that's just absolutely insane to me. But I mean, you can say that about a lot of players. Some players you just don't expect to break out like they do, and then they break out, and then you have a player like Ullmark. Oh yeah. Sending it. Oh, okay. Terrible shot. Holy. Listen, if y'all are wondering why I haven't scored a goalie goal before in my Chell career, that's why, because that's the shit that I shoot half the time. Bang, what a snag. Here we are, fellas, hopping into the third period where we, of course, need to update our goalie build rankings once again. If you do not know, if you're new here, if this is the first goalie build that you're watching, we do, of course, need to update our goalie builds because they are separate from our skater builds. I'm ready for him to send it. I know the boys are going to be looking for me a little bit this period, but we also don't want to make it too obvious so that they know what's coming. Oh, I didn't know if it was coming to me right there. I was ready for it. I was ready for that one, coach. No, I knew that was coming too. I just couldn't get back to that left side enough. Damn. Come on, win this face-off. Get me a couple goals here. Get me some insurance. Oh, shit. Wow, that was risky as fuck. Go, puck. Go. Oh, That was my best shot attempt by far. And unfortunately, that dude was able to take it pretty easily. Oh my gosh. Whoa, what the? How did he get that on his stick for his Zegras? But for our goalie build rankings, coming in at number 1 now, our new number 1 spot is going to be this Linus Ullmark build. I can't lie, in the handful of games that I have played with this Ullmark build, I have played some of the best goaltending of this year, and definitely maybe even my whole Chelsea career with this Ullmark build. Solid height, solid weight, great all-around attributes. I mean, the abilities, low-key, you wouldn't think are the greatest, as y'all see. I mean, just by first glance. But I mean, y'all see, I've just been making some incredible stops with this build. Then coming in at number 2 now, of course, is going to be Connor Hellebuck. Reason being for this one is, I mean, he's just an absolute beast. That build was an absolute freaking beast of a build. And, I mean, it's exactly what you would expect from a Connor Hellebuck build. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Marc-Andre Fleury build. It has decent size. It has decent speed. It's just not up to quite the standards of the Connor Hellebuck and Linus Ullmark builds. God darn it, man. Then, of course, finally coming in at number 4 is UC Saros. UC Saros has the speed. He just does not have the size at all whatsoever. UC Saros is way too short, unfortunately, for a goalie build. So we are going to have to drop him down to number 4. And he is the worst build on this list, but that does not mean that that build is bad by any means. Gosh. Let's go. Let's go. Big plays there. Another phenomenal game from this Linus Ullmark build. As you see, we had 11 saves with a 790 save percentage, and those dudes were a really solid squad. So shout out to those guys, because that was an absolutely phenomenal game and a great freaking battle. But of course, if you did enjoy this video and you are enjoying the series, please feel free to drop a like, comment any other players you want to see me recreate in ESHL down below, and sub with notice on so you don't miss your favorite players in the future. I greatly appreciate you boys watching. Hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.